Pretentious music critic time. Let's go.
Hold up. Can I guess these?
Please guess them.
This is, okay, I know this one. This is from that one video where it was like, this is your rapper's favorite rapper, Dr. Doom.
It's MF Doom.
Yeah, that's Dr. Doom.
That Dr. Doom. Yeah, he got his doctorate.
I know that unfortunately he passed away not too long ago as well, right?
Yeah. He died of COVID, actually.
I recognize Radiohead.
Yep, that's Radiohead.
Yeah.
Oh, is that who they are?
Yeah.
I mean, is he on a TV show? I feel like I've seen him on TV.
Tom York been on a TV show? I don't know.
Can we Google that? Am I going crazy?
Maybe? I don't know.
Try and guess.
Please. I'll be surprised if you can get anyone else. Really.
Drake Bell.
I know one of them.
Drake Bell.
Is this Drake Bell?
Yeah.
I know one of them's Tool.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Tool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why do they all look the same? Is this a British band?
Yes.
It could be like the Who or the Sex Pistols, or it could be one of them.
It's not Who or Sex Pistols, but it's that era.
Yeah, I feel like they all look. Okay, I'm British. They all look exactly the
That is
fucking
true.
same.
They do.
Okay, so from left to right, we got
Okay.
Tool, Led Zeppelin,
Okay,
Radiohead,
shit. My brother's gonna
Tangerine
kill me.
Dream, Pink Floyd, Nick Drake, MF Doom, American Football, and Maida Jun.
My brother's gonna fucking kill me. He absolutely is obsessed with like Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Yeah, he's obsessed with them.
I'll be
He
good
loves
friend-
all of that era bands. And
Oh,
he knows
yeah,
them
yeah.
really well.
I mean, I could have put like 9 just 70s hard rock bands
Yeah.
as well if I wanted to. But
Because I love a lot of their music, but at the same time, I have no idea what any of the bands look like. like you know,
that's what they look like. They all look like long hair.
Like Black Sabbath. I know what Ozzy Osbourne looks like now.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looked like.
He
God,
kind
he
of
looks so different back then.
yeah, young Ozzy Osbourne actually looked like a human.
Yeah.
Poor, this 80-year-old Japanese woman. No, Ozzy's getting drugged. To be fair, Ozzy is aged strangely.
Yeah, when I saw him live, it was weird.
Ozzy is like, you know those time lapses of like, this chicken nugget has been in the closet for 70 years and hasn't aged, but it has, and that's how I feel. I don't know why. Is that a fair comparison? I don't even know. That's how I feel. It's like, it shouldn't be alive, but it looks worryingly well.
It's like Ozzy now kind of looks like if someone took Ozzy Osbourne, deflated him, and then reinflated him again. Like,
is he the one who's done like...
it looks like if someone took
Is he the
Ozzy
one-
Osbourne
Yeah.
and just like he left him in water for too long.
Poor Ozzy. He have like, because hasn't he done like an insane amount of drugs or something?
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he
I
should
mean,
have.
most.
He should have died
Yeah.
ages ago, normally. But he's some. I mean, that's why he can barely talk now.
That's
like when I
crazy.
went to go see Black Sabbath live, it was like the original
I'm
lineup.
surprised he's still performing.
Yeah, I mean, this was like maybe 5-6 years ago, and it was labeled their last tour, right? So I was like, oh, of course I have to go.
That's impressive that he's still able to perform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. It's like he came like from like when they all came onto stage and like the music starts playing, and you just see this guy just like hobbling across the stage, right? And I'm like, oh, that's him. There he is. And he just goes up to the mic and he's like, "How you doing?" And I was
That's
like,
normal for Birmingham. What are you talking
yeah.
about?
And I was like,
Sorry,
woo,
Birmingham.
yeah, I don't know what you said, man, but God, you sounding good. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna perform this song. I think you know it. Generals gathered, and he just starts singing normally. I was like, why can you not? Why can you sing completely fine, but you can't talk
This is
normal?
you haven't lived in the UK test. I can understand him like perfectly. I'm not even joking. I can understand what he was saying. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah.
The UK is weird.
It's so-
it just doesn't
yeah,
make
it
sense.
It gives you like it's like the hard mode of English. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like
Like
I
once
have-
once you're trained in it, then you could like distinguish any accent.
no
Yeah, yeah.
difficulties understanding English accents.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
because
yeah.
I just grew up around really strange ones.
But I guess
Yeah.
like Black Sabbath, like so Led Zeppelin for me is like kind of just all of like the British like 70s like hard rock bands. So like
Yeah.
Black Sabbath can fit in there, like Deep Purple can fit in there because like that's just like the music my dad just grew up with, and he was like, "Here, do you know Rolling Stones?" And I was like, and I was 2 years old, and I was like, "What is the music?" And then he just played Rolling Stones, and I was like, "Okay, I can get behind this." And then I think the first band I like really connected to was Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I fucking love
is
every
there,
song.
is there, okay, I'm like an idiot. Are they the one who do Stairway to Heaven?
Yes, they are the ones who do
Thank God I
Stairway
didn't
to
get that
Heaven.
wrong.
Stairway to Heaven, Rock and Roll, Black Dog,
Immigrant Song.
Immigrant Song. Do you know that song?
No.
The one that goes like,
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, of course I know that one.
yeah,
The Viking song.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
the
that.
Viking
Yeah.
song. That's them.
I often living in Japan, you'll meet like, let's say you're just talking to Japanese people, whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, I love British music." I'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And I'm thinking like, "Fuck, which era are they going to talk to me about? Because I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
It's always like Black Sabbath, Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin, and they'll be like, they'll ask me,
Yeah.
oh, what's your favorite song? I'll be like, ooh.
Stairway.
Stairway to Heaven.
This is where I have to like. This is where like my bullshit levels come into like, how well can I do this?
Yeah.
This
but,
is really
but
rough.
basically, like Jimmy Page, who's the guitarist for Led Zeppelin, he's the one who basically influenced me to start guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I watched one concert from Led Zeppelin, and I was like, that is the coolest fucking human alive. Like, just like him just shredding on guitar. I was like, I want what he has. I want that. Can I do that?
Is it a coincidence they're all posing very similarly? And like they just happen to all have the same looking pose?
I mean, that's just like,
Yeah,
we are a
band.
band.
Yeah.
We are a band. We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we are a band.
Holding a door.
What?
He's
No, I think he's behind,
behind
the
a door.
Holding
Yeah.
a door. He's like holding a door in this thing.
Yeah, he's just like holding
I'm taking,
a
I'm
wooden
taking this
door.
home. I'm taking.
Yeah, so I guess like, yeah, so Led Zeppelin is just like just my love for like 70s rock. So like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Rolling Stones.
It must
like
have been
fit.
really hard
Yeah.
for you to decide.
It's really hard.
because your music knowledge is vast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And I feel like you have an appreciation for music
Yeah,
way
for like-
beyond anything me and Grant have.
Yeah, for like me
Yeah.
and Connor, it's like a music puddle. Like
Yeah.
yours is like a music ocean.
Yeah, basically. And then I guess like kind of in the same vein, but I had to like put it differently as Pink Floyd in the middle.
Right.
You love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
like I think I went to a concert of Pink Floyd's, well, technically just Roger Waters.
Yeah.
And he performed. Pink Floyd has this album called The Wall,
Yeah. Your
which is
favorite,
like
right?
considered like one of the greatest like concept albums. ever.
Joey has explained The Wall to me in
Yeah.
great detail.
Yeah.
I like how you said they made this album called The Wall.
The
Like
Wall.
it's not like one of the most favorite.
I don't
like,
know because
famous
like
albums.
because people always think like, oh yeah, they made Dark Side of the Moon. It's like
That's
okay.
the one I knew.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
the one that Nostalgia Critic made? Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, my favorite Nostalgia Critic
I
album.
love that. I love that album.
amazing.
Amazing. I fucking
Yeah.
love Nostalgia Critic.
But so Roger Waters was the guy who like mostly wrote The Wall, but like the
Yeah.
entire band like did it as well. But like he went on like a tour all around the world to perform The Wall.
Yes.
And so I got tickets to it like miraculously from a friend of mine, and I was like, oh my god, my dream's gonna fucking come true. Like I get
Yeah.
to see one of my favorite bands. But like it wasn't a concert; it was a fucking stage show.
Right.
So like again, the whole concept of The Wall is like guy creates a wall that's like not physical, and then he like breaks it down to like get over his musical and emotional barriers.
Right.
Super oversimplifying the album.
Okay,
but
thank you.
That's what I mean.
Speed run.
But what was amazing about that concert is that as they are playing the songs throughout the album, they're literally physically building a wall on stage.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
With
cool.
like it like not obviously not made out of bricks, but like big like styrofoam bricks. So like
cool.
after every song, the band members actually like go off the stage and
bring
like
in-
place bricks on the wall.
That's cool.
And then in the second half, and then in the first half of the album, he finishes building the wall, and then
Right.
it just goes into like an
This
interlude.
is funded by Donald Trump.
Yeah, definitely. He was like, I want it taller. and then the second half, the wall is built right, but they build it in front of the band. So
Right.
as the concert is going on, you
Yeah.
see less and less of the band.
That's so cool.
And then the second half of the album starts.
Yeah.
The entire stage spins around.
Oh, that's
So now we're looking.
And
at
so
the
now
wall.
you're looking from inside the wall.
oh.
And then because that's the theme of the second half of the album. And then at one point at
Fuck,
the
they
end,
spin the stage around.
it was all just on this like giant like Lazy Susan-esque like just rotating thing.
Right.
And then like the second to last song on the album, the main protagonist of the album, he breaks down the wall. And they literally like blow this shit up.
That's
And
so
just
cool.
the pieces just go flying into the
That's
crowd.
fucking cool.
And then the album just ends. And like I've never like cried during a concert, but that was the first time I was like like it was one of those concerts where it's like, you know, normally like say if you go see Muse or like Pendulum, right?
Yeah.
You're fucking like standing up, you're like grooving, you're singing along, you're like
Yeah.
fuck yeah, you know, like that kind of thing. That was the first ever concert I went to where I was just like my ass firmly planted on the seat and just staring
Right.
and just
Yeah.
like listening and like
Appreciate it.
taking
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
because it's like
I wish I could have that.
because
I wish I could have
it was crazy. It was like one of the like I've been to a lot of concerts in my life, but that was like one of the most like like ethereal is like the only way I
yeah,
can
yeah,
describe
yeah,
it. It was
yeah.
just so like oh my god, it's so
Well,
magical.
as someone who doesn't understand a lot of like the deeper appeal of music, like what makes The Wall such an amazing album? Because like to me, The Wall is just like the album you say if you want to impress a dad. You know, like you
That's
meet
true.
you meet
Yeah.
your girlfriend's dad or something, and you're like,
Does it
oh,
like
what
Craft
music do you like?
GM?
Yeah,
I like.
I
Pink
love The Wall.
I love Pink Floyd's The Wall, and yeah, like easy fucking brownie points,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I love IPAs. I love.
IPAs. I love the
I
football,
do
and I love
like
the wall.
IPAs.
Yeah. Okay, so I did like a whole dissertation on the wall. I did like a full. So I took like music as like a major
Right,
in
right,
high
right,
school
right.
because I wanted to like pursue it at uni. Obviously, I didn't end up pursuing it in uni.
Your dads are like, no, you're Asian, Jerry.
Yeah. I was like, no, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right now. And like one of like I studied like musicology, which is just like music analysis basically.
Yeah.
And they were like, and like the year-long dissertation was take an album and just like write a dissertation about it. Like write an album review basically. I wrote like this like 40-page like dissertation on The Wall. And like what's like the most insane thing about The Wall is like not just the fact that like the story is cohesive and like all the songs flow together. Like there is no pauses between any of the songs as it flows from one song to another. Like the entire album is connected to just one big song. But the most amazing, like mind-blowing thing is the fact that the album literally repeats endlessly.
That's cool.
Right.
So the ending of the last song fades into the beginning of the first song.
That's really cool.
Okay.
And like that just like completely like and that's not just like a stylistic thing. Like they did that on purpose to show that like what this main character is going through is a
repeating.
never-ending
Yeah,
cycle.
yeah.
Right.
And it's just constantly repeating over and over and
Tyler
over.
the Creator did that as well with
With Eagle, right?
Yeah, Eagle.
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
as well, yeah.
So like The Wall was I'd say it was like the first album to like incorporate that style and like a lot of obviously like Tyler and like a lot of artists took that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean like, you know, I've always said that like you can make like a concept heavy album, right? And like try and tell a story. But if the music sucks, then the music's
Yeah.
gonna suck.
Yeah.
Right?
If no one likes the
Yeah,
song,
right. It's like you could have the most like deep ass like message about like, you know, whatever the fuck you're trying to sing about. But if the song doesn't stick with you, then it's like there's no point.
Yeah.
The Wall though is like every song's a fucking banger. So
Yeah.
even if you listen to it individually, it's like, oh, it's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
It still fucking slaps. And then on top of that, it's like, oh, it's deep as well and profound in its lyrics. It's like, what more could you ask for,
true.
right? You know, and like the one thing though that annoys the fuck out of me is the fact that Another Brick in the Wall is from this album, and it's like Pink Floyd's most well-known song.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because, and I'm like, it's a bop, but so many people just listen to it out of context
So they don't know what it means.
because they don't know what it means. Because like if you
It's
actually
probably me.
in the because in the context of the album, it's a really fucking depressing song.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's just like played in an upbeat, and it's like a great song, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna fault them for that. But yeah, I don't know. And like all of their albums are just like that. They've never had a bad album.